It looks so beautiful seeing it this gloomy. But welcome back, guys, to another video. Inspiration has struck, but in the most fucking saddest of ways. In the way where it's Monday morning, 6 a.m. and off to our 9-to-5 job, kinda-ish. Today's my only 9-to-5 shift. The rest are gonna be just normal shifts. But you know what, I'm still bitching because who the fuck wants to work an 8-hour shift on a Monday, feeling miserable and not knowing what the fuck to do with your life? That's what this video is gonna be about. The insignificance of just how you can feel, how your time literally matters jack shit to someone else. Nothing more but his wife. That's also gonna be the name of this title or this video, because I'm trying to depict exactly the emotion, the feeling of how insignificant you could feel when it comes to when your time is just not valued at all, when your existence simply is only used for the benefit of someone else's betterment. I mean, I know my videos always sound pessimistic, and it's always a combat against how I can actually add some type of value to my life. You know, there's a lot of alternatives, and I'll admit recently I've finally been admiring just how lucky people must be to actually have a life in where you could literally wake up to such a gloomy, beautiful day and go on a walk, go on a run, have a meditation time, or fuck, I don't know, do something that'll not make you feel miserable at 6 in the morning. And that's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. And again, that's always the feeling, perhaps, but you know, I told myself this week something has to be done. At least one baby step towards having something done. You know, and the title of this video came from the inspiration of Chappelle Roan, and I barely just hopped onto her songs. Literally just this morning, my girlfriend played one of her songs. I'm like, babe, what's the name of this song? Why does it sound so sad during this specific part of the song? And you know, I feel as if it's mainly just something that females will only understand. But when I started listening to it more intensely with more thought, I'm like, fuck, you know, I felt this feeling before, even if it's not towards being heartbroken and only being used in a relationship by some misogynistic male. I feel as if I still felt the feeling of insignificance that Chappelle, you know, felt when she made that song. I mean, you know, I did a bit of just light research on who she is, how she became to be, and it's quite amazing. I mean, coming out of a 4-year relationship, broke as fuck, just like us, actually. Well, no, we're not broke, but, you know, struggling just as a mid-20-year-old, figuring how the fuck you're gonna make it out in life. And in all honesty, I feel like people like her really never grasp how their future is gonna be. They're just doing the best of what they can with what they have. Truthfully, that's how I am, and I kid you not, guys. Each video I make, I'm always hoping it's the one. I'm always hoping that it's the one that's just gonna blow up, suddenly make me an income enough to live off. Like, I'm not looking to be famous or popular. I'm looking to just replace my income. And I know there's a bunch of online strategies with AI and a bunch of whole other bullshit that honestly I'm gonna start looking into, but I'm like, fuck, I don't wanna do that. I just wanna talk my feelings out. I wanna wish that someone was nearby me the whole time. And like, I honestly wish I just had that, really. I mean, just imagine your income literally off that. It's something that I've wanted. And, you know, seeing Chappelle go from just a girl in a random park at a gay festival, I believe, playing on a keyboard, to then suddenly being on the Saturday night show is amazing. And it's the type of shit that I wish a lot of us people can go for. It's like, start from humble beginnings, grovel through what is the most hardest part of being successful, But then eventually having that goal, having that guarantee, even if it's gonna take a long time, that you made it, that something successful became of you, but because of your own efforts, but because of the odds you went through, and just being able to go through the adversity of being like, you know what, I had such a hard fucking time, but hey, I made it. You know, that's what everyone should essentially be thriving for. And sadly enough, we just let trauma get to us. We let that feeling of insignificance get to us. We get distracted by worldly desires, and ultimately we're stuck living a life in where we feel pressured to make a living for ourselves in the most detrimental way. And detrimental being where like we think we need to have this job to feel successful, to feel validated, but it's like, no. If we think back to when we were all children, did we ever desire that? No. We simply thought that by being ourselves, we could be happy. And as we grow into adults, we crucially go through that process of where we're like, fuck, it's not gonna be like that, you know. We have to become someone for ourselves, but that's not the mentality. People just often go to, we need to make a living for ourselves to get by. I know that's where I'm at. I know that's why I'm saying it right now, but in all honesty, I'm like, as a teenager, as a kid, I never wanted that. I didn't think of what I wanted for my future, but I know damn fucking well that I didn't want that. I didn't. And, you know, as I'm growing up, I'm like, you know, I'm turning 22 this year. I'm turning 20 fucking 2, but I'm just like, I cannot be 25 and let my life go idly by with nothing to show for it. I mean, what would my younger self say? What would he say? Would he be happy with who I became? Would he be content? Like, no, he wouldn't. He really would not. And it all comes just back down to that feeling of insignificance. What are we gonna do about it? I don't know. I'm gonna try to do something this week. I'm going to be posting another video this week and see how that goes. But one of my favorite YouTubers did say that posting is like an online casino. It's gonna either hit or it's just gonna remain insignificant. That's all there is to it. There's no special algorithm, you know, alterizing or anything. There's nothing. There's just really nothing. It's all one giant casino. I mean, yeah, granted, there's a bit of hard work to it and everything. There's strategies to actually making your videos pop out, but I've seen people do the minimalist of efforts explode, and then we also see people who are making such an effort for such well-made videos and nothing. I'm not saying that I'm either one of those. I honestly feel as if I'm doing just fine. You know, my stand isn't perfect, but you know what? I feel as if I'm actually quite well with my videos. Not too good, not too bad. Oh, but guys, you know, I don't know what mental obstacle I need to go through to get rid of this feeling of insignificance, but I just know I can't be carrying it for any longer. I know it's deteriorating my very soul to just not be able to do anything with my life. I know it's doing that, and by all means, I'm looking to do something, even against all the fucking odds, even with all my flaws. I plan on doing something, because I'm letting my life idly pass by me while letting could have been precious moments happen. You know, I told my girlfriend this morning, like, hey, you know, I wish we could just go out on a beach, walk, meditate, drink some coffee. No, we can't. We both have work. Mine at 8:30 to 5:15. Hers is not that bad, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., which is very lucky actually, but still, it's like, I didn't envision myself going to a fucking bank, sitting on my ass, and not doing much for 8 hours. And yes, it sounds fucking easy. It is easy, but I'm not really producing anything with my life. At an entry-level position at a bank, not really doing much. My girl, you know, she's actually quite content with how it's going for her, but it's like, as a man, as a wannabe provider, keyword wannabe, you know, it sucks seeing her tear down her nails that were done about 2-3 weeks ago just for a fucking job. It's like, that constriction to what you can and cannot do, and when you need to show up and not show up, is very annoying. You know, even my girl was a bit disappointed for the fact that she only has 19 hours this week, and I'm like, you know, you shouldn't have to feel sad about that. Like, if you want to work, you could work. There's people out there only working 5-10 hours a week and making a lot of fucking money. For me, I have to put in 30 hours for a measly 700 a week. And you make the math. 2 times 12, 1400, 1400 times 2, 2800. That's what I'm living off of. 2600, 700. That's what I'm living off of per month. Somehow I get fucking by. Somehow it's not enough to pay all the expenses in my life. I don't get how people get through it. And trust me, I'm gonna be trying my damn fucking best to just break this. Like, even if I have to sacrifice a couple more of my years, in which I shouldn't, even at the job I'm at right now, I'm gonna try to make the most of it today. Just so that way I can fund the future I so desperately desire. It's such a beautiful day. I kid you not, guys, it really is beautiful right now. Like, jeez. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's because I'm a depressing person instinctually, but seeing a gloomy day is so fucking nice. Cheers to that, actually. It's really fucking pretty. I mean, look at that. Look how gloomy it looks. Oh, I hope that person doesn't mind. But just the gloominess there is to just all this. It's just fucking pretty. Oh, guys, I didn't want to take too much time because I'm also running out of things to say. But just remember, even if you're in a relationship or not, especially when you're not in a relationship, still remember the words, you're nothing more than his wife. And I know you need context for that, but conclusively to say nothing more than his wife means just how insignificant. Remember how insignificant you'll feel if you think you're misvaluing, if you think you're valuing the wrong thing. It's like investing so much time into one thing to just start realizing that it's not worth the thing that you've been chasing for. Thankfully, I'm not that right now. I know what I'm investing in. I know the time that I've wasted is actually never going to be gotten back, but I just know that it's been trial and error for me this past year. And I know objectively I'm going to get to where I need to be so I can finally just feel safe and be proud of myself. So that way I don't have to remind myself at night or in the morning before I go to work, you're nothing more than his wife. You're so insignificant. That's what we're trying to get rid of. That's what this channel's about. That's what, conclusively, I just want you guys to remember that you add that own value to your life. If not, you can think that someone else will add that value to you and ultimately break it for you as well. Just as easily as they constructed it, they will easily break down that supposed significance and value you have to your life. You're nothing more but his wife. All right, guys. Oh shit. Oh, I lost my little control. I'll see you next video. And remember, thank you for tuning in. We're gonna be posting another video this week, even if I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be about. we're gonna post it because again, we're trying to hit that jackpot lottery as to where we finally get recognized for our own personality and our own individual being, so we can go make a successful living. Until next time.